Let's go to Newton. I want to show you something. It's a new way to add housing in Boston suburbs, and I think you're going to be pretty excited about it.
And it's right there. Just looks like an old Victorian, right?
Except it's being turned from 1 home to 6, thanks to a new zoning experiment. And it's not alone. The change unlocked 8 projects worth 49 homes in a fairly tiny area of the city.
Seen it here and there just lately, or often proposed in local housing plans and maybe never adopted. But in this case, we suddenly see a bunch of projects in great walkable, transit-connected, amenity-rich areas. It's a real win. One of the big lessons here is that small-scale housing development can have a large-scale impact if it's allowed across a lot of land area. But small-scale housing development cannot have large-scale impact on the housing market if it's only allowed in a few blocks.
That just might be in the cards thanks to all the teardowns that Newton residents love to hate. There's no formal proposal yet, but 2 Newton city councilors have an idea that they think is going to catch on.
A lot of the developers will go to the maximum FAR and they'll build from setback to setback. So it may be on top of each other depending on the neighborhood.
Look at the structures that are already here. One of the things that Newton and Pam and myself, in particular, perhaps, are really looking to preserve the character of neighborhoods like this, which does require maintaining buildings or, using buildings like this. And we got a couple guys across the street here. I mean, this is a gorgeous street.
And they're tearing down something they purchased for 1.5 million, 1.8 million, and selling it for 3 million or 4 million. And that's not attainable for most people.
And that's one way to get there, is to have, perhaps, smaller units in the 1,500 to 2,000 square foot range. And for the most part, we don't see a lot of those being built here in Newton either. They're generally taking those down and building up 3,500 square foot units or even larger.
So what we're proposing is keeping the house, making a modest addition, and then, maybe 3 or 4 units.
And what we'd like to be able to do is to use or take some of the basics that are built into MRT as a zone and adapt those to something we could apply citywide, so that homes or structures like this one, we're incentivizing the adaptive reuse of these buildings. There's a lot of support, not only for maintaining the structures, but the neighborhoods they live in,